Hey, what's up guys? This is Anthony from Anthony's Customs, and for this review, we are looking at the McFarlane Toys McFarlane Gaming Edition. What the hell? What is it? What are the other editions of this game character, Todd? What does that even mean, McFarlane Gaming Edition? It doesn't make any sense, Todd. Stop putting on weird things with your name on the front of the box. I mean, it's your company, do what you want, but at least make it make sense. McFarlane Gaming Edition, as opposed to the non-gaming edition of Kratos, who's not from the video games. This is the God of War Ragnarok Kratos, without the armor and stuff. So I'm going to review these figures because I thought it would be interesting to see what Todd's up to now that he's almost done re-releasing and repainting every single figure that they could possibly manage in the DC line. So let's go ahead and get this off the stand and take a closer look. Alright, before we look at the figure, I do want to show you my package. It's the same kind of packaging as the other DC stuff, and maybe everything that they release, or as the DC stuff, other McFarlane figures. It has this rainbowy thing. It's in like PlayStation Blue. I'm guessing that's the thing that's going on there. I love that they didn't show any photos, any images of Kratos without the fur and stuff to hide the fact that they sculpted him like a like a retiree, which I guess he kind of is, huh? But he doesn't look like it. Anyway, there's the packaging. It's fine. If you're into packages, it's a package and it'll do its thing. Okay, so this guy is in stock at Big Bad Toy Store. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to get one. He stands just about 7 1/4 inches. That's going to make him roughly, I don't know, 18.5 centimeters. Here he is up against a 1/12 scale figure. I'm wondering if this Kratos is not too small. I'd have to look. How tall is Kratos supposed to be? I thought he was supposed to be like, I mean, I know he's just like a normal guy originally, but shouldn't he be a little bit tall? To me, this looks short for a 7-inch scale and tall for a 1/12 scale. What is this supposed to be? I'll have to check. I didn't look that close at it, frankly. Well, I'll put some notes on the screen there for you. Okay, so let's do a question of the day. Kind of, I mean, it's related to this, but it's not about the figure. This game, Ragnarok, did you guys like this game, and do you consider it a good God of War game? I understand it was a very popular game, but to me, the over-the-shoulder third-person, sort of non-traditional action for this game, it takes a lot out of the whole God of War thing for me. Maybe it was beautifully done, and maybe it's a good story, I don't know, but to me, that's not what God of War games are, so let me know what you guys think about those games. Okay, let's talk about the figure. Aesthetically, first thing that stands out to me is he is shiny. He is lubed up. His chest is glistening more than any figure I've ever handled that wasn't meant to be shiny. He's so shiny. The rest of him isn't, by the way. So like, if they didn't make his chest glossy, it would actually look pretty good. I think the red's maybe a little bit off. I have trouble getting it to line up properly right here, but generally it doesn't look bad. They have the coloration here, which is a little iffy on the arms, but they painted scars on him. They're sculpted. They look okay. His face is, for a Todd McFarlane figure that's not a little statue, this looks pretty damn good. This figure's close to being really nice, and it's far better than like most of the DC figures they released, because most of those were terrible. But if you look, like, they're going back to their roots a little bit with this figure, I think, in that the sculpt is nice. There's a fair amount of paint on it. It takes me back to when they were making like the Gears of War figures or the Halo figures, things like that. Like, they can do good work. This is not an exceptional figure. We're going to get to the problems as we go, but there's a lot more good here than there was with, I think, 99.9% of the DC figures, unfortunately. If it wasn't for the glossy chest, first glance, this looks pretty good. I will say they didn't exactly capture the musculature accurately. He does look more like Dad Bod Kratos than Papa Kratos with the old guy but still jacked as hell physique. This guy looks a lot more wimpy. The skinny arms that Todd's known for doing, and then the chest is flatter. Just the whole thing. He looks wimpier. But not terrible. It's not terrible. If you wanted to repaint this guy a little bit, you could do a whole lot worse, I think. And of course, that's not technically part of the review, the idea of repainting it, but I'm just saying, for those of you out there who want to throw a matte finish on this, that would help a lot. And you know, I see a lot of people just spraying a whole figure with matte. That's gonna just gunk up in the joints and chip off and stuff. That's gonna look bad. Do a little prep work. Anyway, it's not bad looking, honestly. I thought it was gonna be garbage, and it's surprisingly decent compared to everything we've seen Todd do lately. This is pretty good. I think it's like $34. $33. I'll have to check. This torso is driving me insane. I cannot get those to stay lined up. It's just killing me. Maybe that'll stay. It moved again. So yeah, anyway, it's pretty good. I will say 8 out of 10. If he wasn't glossy, it's pretty good looking. It's not bad at all. All right, now as far as accessories go, you get the 2 fist hands, you get the 2 gripping hands. That's all pretty standard. You get whatever this thing is. I guess that hangs on one of the things that are on his, I don't know if his front hook or his back hook. He's got 2 hook thingies. And then we have his axe, which is actually surprisingly well done too. It's a little floppy and flimsy, story of my life, but it's there. It looks good at least, so that's fine. And you get your stupid display stand again. Like, okay, if you're going to do 7-inch figures, give them a bigger display stand. I don't think that looks good, personally. I don't like any display stands, so maybe I'm the wrong judge. And then we have the card, which is like, okay, whatever. So 7 out of 10 for accessories, I guess that's fine. That's not bad. All right, let's see if this guy can actually pose and do anything an action figure should be able to do. Because if it just looks decent but needs to be repainted and can't pose, then we're at the what's the point territory again. So let's see. The head. Double ball peg. Not bad. I just realized, don't I have a NECA figure of this guy? Maybe I'll make a separate video saying who did it better. The NECA figure's from like a while ago. We'll see. I think I have one. If I have it, I'll make a video. I don't know if I still have it. All right, yeah, so the neck is on a double ball peg, and it works pretty well. There's really nothing wrong with that. His beard's in the way, but we're not doing rooted beards at this scale, and I think that would be pretty iffy if they did that anyway. All right, the shoulder joint works better than most of the DC figures. It does offer some extra posability. Not a lot, but enough to give you that nuance that it's supposed to do, so that is okay. And you'll notice the chest doesn't look too bad side to side because they didn't really cut away too much. It doesn't have much butterfly there in terms of going forward, so that's okay. Raising the arm up, it doesn't look great. It doesn't go that far, but it's okay. Like, this figure's close. It's not quite there, but it's close to being pretty darn good. You get your swivel there. That's not great either. I mean, the way it looks, but it's fine. Double jointed elbow. I know some of you are going to hate it because of the pins. I hate it because they sculpted the elbow for absolute crap. It's horrible. This is not a complex joint to sculpt, and they had a lot of trouble. So that's a problem. The wrists are on little ball hinges. That's fine. For the torso, as you saw, I was already struggling with it a little bit, but he does lean back. Maybe enough for Kratos, but then you get this problem. It's like these companies don't even think about what they're doing. Okay, we're back to Todd stuff here. He doesn't lean forward at all. Side to side is just a little bit, that's okay. Rotation is there, top and bottom. Getting him to stay lined up is a trick. Okay, this is all one big hunk of plastic, so let's see if it gets in the way too much. Well, he can still spread his legs. The joints are a little bit loose, but it's definitely enough to be able to pose him reasonably. He's not Spider-Manning, but he can be posed. Yeah, it'll work. It'll be okay, so that's nice. Oh, handling his torso articulation is very frustrating. All right, thigh swivel. You get a little bit. Not a lot, but it's there. Double jointed knee. It works. Yeah, it works. It's okay. It's not great. For 2 joints, you should get more range than that, but it's fine. Like I said, he's not Spider-Manning around. It'll Kratos, but it won't Spider-Man. Ankles go back. Ugh, it's hideous. I'll show you that up close in a second, but you get decent range going back, almost no range going forward. Ankle rocker is stuck, but it's there. And then the toe hinge is okay. It's not very good, but it's okay. But the reason the ankle is so ugly is they didn't try to sculpt it to have not huge gaps. It just has, let me brighten it up a little bit. It has huge gaps in there, and so it doesn't look good. But it's not the worst. It could be used, I guess. Not great range though. So his articulation, I'll give a 7. It's not good, but it's not too bad. It'll be enough. If you're not trying to do anything crazy, he'll be okay. So, time for the final verdict on this release. Has Todd made some kind of comeback? Why is this shoulder sticking out farther than that shoulder? There's not any extra, like, what's going on there? Has Todd made some kind of comeback after the abysmal performance of the DC line? And I say performance, I mean the figures aren't good. Not that they didn't sell, but I think they had really low quantities, and that's why it looked like they were selling a lot. Anyway, kinda. This is better than 90%, at least 90% of the DC figures overall. Not every aspect of it is great, but it's certainly not too bad. If you're into this sort of thing, then you could do worse. It's not bad. It's not bad. I'm going to give it an overall rating of, I'm going to say 8 out of 10. It's fine. It's way better than I thought it was going to be. There's definitely enough there to like. If it wasn't for that shiny chest, it wouldn't be, it would maybe even get a higher score. I mean, it would get a higher score. I am very pleasantly surprised that this figure is not garbage. I thought it was going to be. It's way better than I thought. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, but I will be done there. So thanks for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please do give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, give it a thumbs down. And if you haven't subscribed, you should. I have new videos just about every single day and thousands already on the channel. So make sure you come back for all of that. And in the meantime, keep collecting.